Yo, we are live on YouTube.
We are live.
It's our first live stream, actually. We've never done live Hangouts public before. We've done a lot of times with our Patreon supporters, but never anything public.
No, this is the first one, totally live.
Yeah, can you fix the screen thing?
Yeah. So, of course, hope you guys can hear us and hope you guys can see us. You can comment in the comments if you can.
If there's any problem with the stream or anything like, or the sound or anything, keep us in the loop. Reda Yasin, hey, hello. Green Shiz says greetings.
Yeah, there's people already here asking questions already.
Yeah, we thought, we'll do this as a kind of Q&A kind of thing.
Mainly to have things to talk about because we want to communicate with our viewers, of course.
Yeah, but it's going to be a chill kind of session. We're not entirely sure we'll be able to answer everyone's question, and it's pouring in. So, hey Jenny, nice to have you with us. The gym session was good.
It was very good.
Yeah, very good.
I lifted heavier on the deadlift.
Yeah,
and everything actually.
Greetings from India and greetings from Germany. Nice.
Yeah, actually, if you don't get your question answered, sorry, we can't answer everything. But you can keep asking your question if you want to get your question answered.
Yeah,
and
just ask it again, basically. Julian says, how do you filter fluoride? You have to have a specific filter, I think. You can't really, you have to have a fluoride filter.
Yeah, but actually here in Norway, we don't get fluoride in our water because Norway is good.
Yeah.
Pretty good water here. And we actually get our water from the ground right here.
Awakening James. Hey, dudes. Hey, man. Hello from Canada, too. Vegan Ramy. Yeah, I saw you said in the comment that you were going to join us. Thanks for joining.
Mm-hmm.
How do you recommend, Awakening James asked, how do you recommend living an alternative traveling lifestyle as a 16-year-old? Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do your thing and it will be an alternative lifestyle automatically, Yeah,
I mean, we've met lots of young people traveling. The youngest might be, well, I don't know who the youngest is, but the one we've been with for the most part is a guy called Robert Kornacki.
So check out him. Just look up Robert Kornacki on YouTube, and you can ask him the questions.
He was 18. By
Julie asks, how do you not get bored with fruit and potatoes in Norway? It's the kind of the true answer is I just don't get bored. I just love bananas. I love sweet potatoes, and every day I'm loving it. But there is a slight yearning for more quality fruit, of course. But yeah, Big Screen Bird. Hey man. He eats a lot of mangoes. I know. Okay. I've seen all your videos, with the Namdok My taste test and all that. Looks good. Where did you all study nutrition? I did by myself, really. I was just reading. I've always been really interested, at least the last 10 years. So I've just been reading and watching, presentations on the internet and reading books that they have in school and stuff like that, just studying on my own, really. That's where I've learned.
Also, love you too, Mom. We see you there, Christine Sagen.
Where? There. Ah, hello. They're vegan. Hey, guys from the Midwest in the States, love your videos. Thanks for your support, man.
Good to have you all with us from everywhere where you're from. Ollie Clark, hello from London. I never get problems with my... I have problems with my sinuses. And would love some advice for some good foods to try. Honestly, there's only one thing that will make your sinuses as healthy as they can be, and that is just any food that is healthy in a normal situation.
Yeah, just live healthfully and you'll have healthy sinuses too. There's no particular food that will do anything with your body. Your body will do something with the food rather. So when you're healthy and food is part of that, you'll naturally... achieve health on all levels once you get all those pillars in place, like good diet, good sleep, etc. And you'll have good sinus health as well. Likely. I mean, there's lots of things to say about that, of course, but yeah, for now.
Big Screen Bird is enjoying the mangoes.
Yeah.
We just bought some as well from our local shop. They smell amazing, but we'll see how they are.
Yeah. Greetings from Finland too, Zargo. Thanks.
Zargo.
Anne says, really enjoying your videos. Appreciate hearing that. Thanks. We got 50 viewers now. That's cool. That's really cool. The comments are coming in so fast.
Yeah, you cannot answer everything.
I'm like, I want to say hello to everyone and shout out to everyone, but it's like, it's overwhelming.
Just know that we see all your comments.
Yeah, we see them. We see all of them. Jenny asks, where in the US would you most like to visit?
You keep talking about the US because you're really interested.
I'd like to go to California. I'd like to go to Colorado. I like to go to New York City. I'd like to go to all over the place. Hawaii. Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I'm not that interested in the USA, to be honest. But I suppose, if anything, the same places you were talking about.
Yeah. Vegan Ramy, thoughts on salt? Long story, very short. It's not a food. We don't need it. We get sodium from our tropical fruits if we eat sufficient amounts of them, and maybe some coconut water if we'd like. But if you include a small amount of salt and it's constant, it shouldn't be that big a deal. I do that nowadays since I'm not eating optimal. So I feel, well, it's a long story actually. I just say if you keep it to like a gram of salt or less per day, and you keep that amount constant, I don't see that's not a big deal. It's not going to affect your health very negatively. Yeah. Gabriel asks, how many kilos you eat per day? Wow.
I guess that depends a lot on, depends on what we eat. Right now, we're eating a lot of bananas and sweet potatoes. So the amount of actual food that goes into our body, roughly
5 kilos.
4 kilos probably.
Yeah, 4 or 5 kilos. But if we're eating, papayas and mangoes, we might eat as much as 10 kilos per person, obviously, per day. So shout out from South Africa, Mark. Hey, man. Do you guys track calories?
Yeah, that's from Quint.
Kames.
Or Carnes.
Not in the sense that we're eating according to a certain calorie count. Like I'll just eat as much as I want when I'm hungry until I'm satisfied. But I do like to sort of, I'm just so into food nutrition and calculating things and stuff. So I do know approximately how many calories I'm eating, and I do have a sort of, I keep track of it in some respect.
And I'm really into weightlifting at the moment. So I'm definitely very interested in eating enough. I don't think you necessarily need to eat more than you need, but I need to eat enough. And I just like to make sure. So I track my calories now and then.
There were some questions that just disappeared.
Yeah, they disappeared. We can't answer everything.
I want to answer all the questions.
Let it move. It's no problem.
Thoughts on weed for personal development? Yes, smoke weed for personal development is excellent. But I mean, it's not healthy, so probably you want to limit how much you do it.
And it doesn't necessarily mean that you will get any personal development out of it.
It depends on how you view it to begin with.
Yeah.
What was this? The psychedelics. I haven't tried anything but cannabis. So, but I'm open to trying it.
I'm not.
You're not.
I think it looks terrifying. Panda Fusion asks if can you be my dad?
I can be your dad. More time than money. I really love your channel so much. Thanks for your content. You're welcome. Thanks for loving it. Kai Green, how many kilos of carbs do you eat per day from Finland? Probably about 600-700 grams of carbohydrate per day.
I have no idea.
Probably around there. Maybe even more.
Art of JC.
Maybe even as much as a kilo. Nah, not that much. Yeah.
No. Art of JCW asks, hi, is 20 pounds typical weight loss in a month on a fruitarian diet?
Hell no.
Ouch.
That's a lot. There's weight loss is weight loss. And if you're losing 1 pound, that means about 3,500 calories. So if you're losing 2 pounds a week, you're under eating by 1,000 calories, which is a huge deficit. So definitely more than 2 pounds of weight loss per week is definitely way too much. So.
Also, you don't need to lose weight eating a fruitarian diet. You lose weight if you eat too little, and that often happens with people trying a fruitarian diet because they don't know how to eat enough.
Exactly.
And they eat poor quality, non-sweet fruits.
Exactly. Thanks, dear vegan, for inviting us if we come by. Good to know. Turd Capistrano. Hello, Mikkel and Mads. Hello from the Philippines. Hey.
Nice to have Asia with us as well.
Yeah. Heisenberg. I'm watching Breaking Bad right nowadays. So that's his criminal name, Heisenberg.
I think it even is.
Yeah, there's thoughts on psychedelics. Well, again, I love to try some, but only if it's blue meth.
Yes, only the strictest.
Strictly blue meth for me. Thoughts about growing your own food? Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we live on a farm now, and we're thinking about pumpkins.
Yeah,
would be cool.
Now that you're lifting weights, did you increase your protein and fat intake?
That's a topic for a video.
That is a topic for a video. Yeah. Greetings from Morocco. Hey, man. Or girl. Oh, that's a guy. Colombia.
Awakening James. Okay. Yeah, he's thinking about going to try weed.
Yeah, that sounds good. If you're open to using it as a tool for your development of consciousness, etc., it's gonna work. It's very interesting, and it's nothing crazy. Smoking weed isn't a big deal, really.
Here's an avocado question from the Christ is God. Do you eat avocado on a consistent basis, or is it random through time? And do you eat jam? We have been eating a lot of avocados through periods, especially when we were in the Canary Islands, which has excellent avocados, and also in Cairns, not so much in Asia. So it goes up and down.
Yeah, I've come to by some research and by experience, I've come to play with the idea of not eating avocados for optimal health. Actually, I'll get into that in another video. Saw someone asking about, but it's passing so quickly. Maybe we should zoom out. We'll get more of the questions. Yeah. But about using sugar water for when you're out biking, and I think, that's what you need when you're out there on the bike. You need sugar and water, so why not? But of course, you're missing out on nutrients. It would be better if you ate real food, but it's not going to hurt you to eat some sugar water during your training, I think. Hello from Richmond, Virginia. Hello. Do you guys ever crave more savory dishes? When I have good mangoes, when I have really good quality fruit, I feel like that's savory for me. That's like really savory.
And avocados as well, on that note.
Yeah. And sweet potatoes, they stimulate that savory desire as well nowadays.
And we've lived our entire life eating savory stuff for dinner. So some people, in different degrees, will feel this urge for something savory at night, in the evening. So salads is something a lot of fruit people eat, and you could do that, I guess.
Yeah. Heisenberg, meth is bad. I don't know. LSD, I would love to try that, but I'm a little bit worried actually as well by the health effects. But yeah, I'm interested. Why are some mangoes sour? Because they're unripe, because they're picked too early, and because they're just unripe.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the truth for all mangoes.
Yeah.
I don't see why.
Should you be worried about anti-nutrients like saponins in potatoes? And I think yes. I think we should be, because the saponin content in most ripe tropical fruits is very low, if at all present. That should be our norm. Is fruit good for Ramadan fasting? When you're fasting, you're not eating at all. So no, fruit is not good for that. But if you want to eat...
And also, I think you're eating after sundown.
Yeah.
And in that case, you might want to keep it pretty calorie dense. So make sure, if you are eating fruit, make sure it's bananas and dried fruit.
Or, Muhammad, when he broke his fast, he broke it with a date. So maybe that's what you should do. You should eat a lot of dates at night when you're fasting for Ramadan, because that's the concentrated fruit.
Yeah. Let's see.
Do you know any country in Africa? Yes, we know a lot of countries in Africa. all the countries in Africa.
But we haven't been to any other, and you have been once.
I've been to Gambia once, West Africa. Been fruitarian for 17 days. How to cope with the cravings, especially for salty food. Fernando Dog. They after a few more weeks, you'll slowly sort of just lose that craving somewhat. As long as you make sure you eat enough calories from sweet fruits to stay satisfied. And if you really crave and salt, craving for salt, that sort of goes down as you wean off the salt. So just avoid the salt. And I guess if you really want something salty, you could eat something like celery or some vegetables.
A cool question is from Faisa Ahmadi. How to cleanse the body from dairy and meat consumptions. Greetings from Australia. Honestly, again, eat healthy, live healthfully, and the body will do all the cleansing it needs to do. You do not need to any special cures or therapies or anything like that. Just make sure you're eating healthy, sleep enough.
As soon as you stop dairy and meat consumption, your body will start returning to health. That's all you need to do. Jay says he's gone fruitarian and he's eating high quality fruit. Cool. That makes us happy to hear. Incline bed therapy. You do sleep on an incline.
I do.
But it's a complex topic. It's like a big thing, like incline bed therapy. I don't know much about it.
Yeah, I do it because I have some back pain when I'm sleeping. That's also partly why I'm inspired about going to the gym, because I want to build a strong back. And I think that matters a lot.
Yeah. Art of GCW. What kind of music are you guys into? Oh, all kinds of awesome music, basically. That's the answer. But I'm particularly into reggae music, like roots reggae. I like hip hop. I like blues. I like funk. I like music that is good.
I can't really say anything on that topic. I enjoy a lot of stuff you listen to, but I don't listen that much to music.
No. Just once again, if you have a question and it's already past the view of the chat, post it again. Just post it again if you want to, because we can't keep up. Just post it again.
WordPress Tarne asking the best timing for fruits in La Palma, the one of the Canary Islands we've been to. September
through December. October is mango season and November is cherimoya season.
Yeah.
A fruit diet will give the body a protein deficit, Alexander says. No, it won't. Definitely not. There's enough protein in fruit. There's enough protein in fruit. I mean, how do you think how does the chimpanzee do it, and according to the World Health Organization too.
Meth Tickle says, greetings from Germany. Do you like kiwis? I actually kind of like kiwis. They are amazing if I have really good ones. However, because they're picked unripe, they have this kind of really, it stings my mouth all the time, and I get really bad digestion because of it. It kind of, I don't know. It's like pineapple.
Any book recommendations, Vegan Ramy? 8-10-10 diet. 8-10-10 diet.
And Art of JW says, what are your thoughts on the 8-10-10 diet?
It's epic. It's good. I don't agree with everything in it, but it's the best resource, I think, for anyone wanting to change their diet to an optimal diet. This is the foundation that you're gonna start by reading that book. It's just the best. Can you build muscle on a fruit diet? For sure.
Definitely.
Because it doesn't have to do with diet. As long as you're eating enough calories of whole fresh fruits, it doesn't have to do with diet as much as it has to do with training and recovery. Thoughts on Dr. Sebi? Yeah, I haven't looked into his work that much, but I tend to sort of, anyone who comes with this complex healing modality of getting healthy, I sort of feel like it's unnecessary. Health is very simple. We just have to follow the principles of health in nature.
Yeah.
How to stop craving for heavier food, Sam asks. You must eat enough calories from sweet fruits. That's where it's at. Eat enough calories from sweet fruit and you stop craving that heavier food.
Redayasina asks, I noticed that many fruitarians are skinny fat. Is it the fruit diet is not suitable for muscle building? Again, you can definitely build muscle on fruit. no problem. The reason they're skinny fat is because they're not exercising. I mean, the fruitarians
haven't been exercising. They might be exercising now, but it takes a long time to build muscle. And if you've spent the last 10, 20 years of your life sedentary, you don't have much muscle. Then suddenly you lose a lot of fat, but you still have some on, and it's just, you can sort of see it because you're lacking muscle.
Yeah.
Do you watch John Rose? Yeah, sometimes.
Who is that?
Guy on YouTube.
Oh, thanks.
You guys ever gonna drink coffee and smoke weed? I'm never gonna drink coffee. I hate coffee. But smoke weed, yeah. I definitely smoke weed every now and then. You know, maybe it's just once a year, but that's all. It's not healthy to do it, but it's sort of an experience that I like to do sometimes.
Bleepy Bloop asks, do you get fruit flies? And if so, how do you deal with them? Yeah, we get fruit flies naturally, but the way to deal with them is basically, there's only one way, really, ethical way. Keep no food in the open. If it's cut open or anything, keep it away from the fruit flies in a fridge or something, and make sure everything is in a box.
Now that we are in the middle of the hangout, I thought I'd just mention that we actually do these hangouts every month. I don't know if you know that, but we do hangouts like this live every month for our Patreon supporters. So there's a site called patreon.com where you can go and you can pay $1, $3, or $5 per month. And if you want access to the live hangouts, you pay $5 a month. I'll put a link somewhere, patreon.com. And you can pay that $5. It's like supporting Sweet Natural Living. And in exchange, you get lots of exclusive content. For example, we make a Q&A video every month answering the questions for all our Patreon supporters. So all of you guys have all these questions. If you want to get them answered, you know, you might consider joining us on Patreon, where you can ask your question every month and we'll make a video for you answering your question. And then we also have this live hangout thing going every month where you can also ask questions.
And of course, getting just insider pictures of what we're doing and stuff like that.
Exclusive content. So just wanted to mention that if any one of you guys are interested in, you know, having these Q&A stuff going every month, then check out patreon.com/
Sweet Natural Living.
Does the body feel better on a fruit diet? Alexander says, yes, it feels much better. Harvey says, is sugar in honey bad for you? It's just sugar. It's deficient, but it's bad for the bees.
Yeah, very.
Sometimes when eating watermelon, my stomach hurts. Yes, it's called melon belly. It's very mysterious.
But our thoughts on why it happens. This was from Sysbot, by the way. We're thinking it has to do with unripe fruit, picked too early, basically. So stay away from that. Just eat the highest quality fruit you can find.
Yeah. Now let's do like fast. Like let's answer all the questions. Do like a 2-minute rapid fire. Let's do it. We'll do one each.
Okay.
Vegan Roma, I can't feel satisfied from fruit. Any ideas why? You need to eat more calorie-dense fruits, and you need to make sure you eat enough calories.
Do you want to be buried or cremated? Was from crap.
No, it's not possible.
No, I want to. Ben Neb. Buried.
What's your opinion on DHA? It's the body creates DHA from ALA. So just all we need is to eat omega-3 from fruits and vegetables, and the body creates DHA. In what way do you feel better on a fruit diet? It's easier to digest, so you have more energy to do other things. You get all the nutrients, you get the carbohydrates you need, you get the water you need.
You sleep better, you don't have a headache, you feel good in your body, you have energy.
I would like to donate some to your patrons, guys, but I'm broke right now. No problem. Do it later if you feel like it.
I was turd.
What do you think about wine? Is it okay to drink it sometimes? It's okay. You can drink it as much as you want, but it's not healthy. It's not going to contribute to your health. But that's something you might choose to sacrifice every now and then for a glass of wine if that's what you want. What about nuts as a source of protein? Bad source of protein because it comes with a lot of fat. Better to get your protein from fruits, which are lower in fat, so you can eat more of it. And, you know, nuts aren't really that good of a protein source.
Opinion on intermittent fasting from Liu.
Yeah, I just say eat like all animals. Wake up in the morning when you're hungry, eat until you're satisfied, and then repeat when you're hungry again. No need to impose a schedule on your eating, unless that's what you want to try and experiment with it. I don't see a big benefit, except I do intermittent fasting because every night I go to bed and I don't eat when I'm sleeping, and I sleep for 10 hours and I don't eat immediately when I wake up. So typically I have like a 14 to 16 hour break from eating every 24 hours. So
Don Quixote asks, going to the bathroom a lot when I eat fruit. Comments? You should go to the bathroom, and number 2, at least once a day, ideally twice a day, maybe even 3 times a day. Peeing should happen maybe 10 times over the course of 24 hours.
Small red bananas opposed to big yellow ones. I actually don't like the red ones that much. I prefer yellow bananas.
That was a Rousseau van Rooyen.
Yeah, and then
I agree that they taste like coffee.
Yeah,
strangely.
Yeah, yogurt.
Yeah, yogurt coffee.
But I mean, there's not many varieties of those as well.
Yeah.
There was a question that I really wanted to answer, but have you ever talked about a dietitian about your diet or get your blood tested? Frank asks, and yeah, we have got our blood tested many times at the doctors, and it's all good. Usually, all good.
Mm-hmm.
I have not talked to a dietitian. I would love to though, because most of them they're just completely confused people. Some of them aren't, but
we hear a lot of weird stuff from dietitians.
Yeah, well. I just feel like just because people are stupid in all levels of education, even though they have like several years of education, doesn't mean that they really are intelligent. I know that sounds a bit arrogant, but do you ever order exotic fruit off the internet? Bleepy boop bloop asks. No, haven't tried that, but it would be interesting to try.
Didn't we order something once?
Thanks, Vegan Ramy. Glad you like our channels. Have a good day.
Nico Pera asks, "What's up with your hair, Mikkel?"
It's in a
bun.
I tied it up. It was just in my face all the time. I might cut it, I might not. I don't know. Do you follow the vegan drama on YouTube? Casper asks, and I guess so. To some degree. I watch YouTube videos from a lot of people, and yeah, there's a lot of drama. I'm relaxed about it. I don't know. Thoughts on Arnold Ehret?
We have read a couple of his books.
There we go, Arnold Ehret.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. Pioneer, but also some flawed opinions, I would say. Topic for another video. Do you think too much fat is bad for you? Well, you just said it. Too much. Doesn't too much equate to bad? Mm. So yeah, too much fat is bad for you, but you need enough, and enough you'll get from tropical fruits. They have about 5% of their calories coming from fat. So just eat lots of tropical fruit, and you'll be getting enough essential fats from there.
That was Corso.
Corso.
Don't forget to mention.
That's true.
Lauren Lockman, your opinions? WordPress Tanya. I don't know.
I like him. Dietitians only have government-funded education. Yeah, I guess so. Hva jobbar ni med i Norge?
Norge.
What do you work with in Norway? It means Swedish. Alexander. Lots of different things. Well, mostly sweet natural living. A lot we do. That's our main thing. And then
I do a lot of painting and
houses.
Just maintenance stuff for people.
Yeah, because it could be art painting.
Yeah. Stephen Veyer, thoughts on distilled water? Yes, it's water, so it's what you need. However, there might be stuff in water that would be beneficial to get into us, like, for example, B12, depending on where you are, if it's spring water.
Nickelodeon asks if we like to watch movies, and I say yes. I love watching movies, or I mostly watch TV series, like on Netflix, but I do like movies too.
Yeah. I play mainly video games.
You said you wash your t-shirt only once a month. How about the sweat? Well, honestly, I use different t-shirts when I'm working out and sweating. So that's one of the reasons. And the other reason is that even when I am sweating in my t-shirt, it just takes a while before it starts really stinking.
Yeah.
Or smelling at all. It seems to be fine for at least a couple of weeks.
Felix Heidrich asks, what is your opinion on tea? I don't really like to drink tea anymore. I don't see it. It doesn't fit into my day. There's no reason for me to drink it. And also there's a lot of tannins, which is not
and other toxins too.
Mm-hmm.
Julot, hello. This is one of our favorite commenters because you're always, on top of things, sort of defending the real truth, I feel, when it comes to optimal nutrition and stuff. When we're having discussions in the comments, I trust sort of your commenting to be good. Do supplement with B12? Yes, we are 5,000 micrograms a day. No, not a day, like every third day or so. Jarrow formulas, methylcobalamin. Should diabetics go on a fruitarian diet? Art of JCW. Yes, they should indeed, because, well, it depends. Well, yes, they should anyway. Everyone should. It's the natural diet for humans. If you're type 1 diabetic, you should check out Mindful Diabetic Robbie Barbaro on YouTube. He has videos about that. And if you're type 2 diabetic, the problem is that you're eating too much fat. And when you eliminate that fat, whether that's a fruitarian diet or a low-fat vegan diet, your diabetes will go away.
Sayer King asks, what video games do you play? All of them. I've played so much things. Right now, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
100 viewers. Wow.
Yeah.
What? So much. So many comments.
Ted Capistrano asks, why are Asians skinny? Culture. No other reason.
Culture and that fact that they are eating a high carbohydrate diet traditionally.
Yeah, traditionally.
Yeah, and they're not skinny anymore either. But traditionally, Asians are skinny, and it's partly because they're eating a carbohydrate diet.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they're getting fat.
Traditional people are always healthier.
Yeah. Opinions on Dr. Greger, how not to die. I haven't read the book Reda, but I like him. I think he's cool. That book will probably be a good one.
Niklas Hoffman, what's your opinion on walking barefoot / barefoot shoes? I have Vibram 5 fingers. I use them when I exercise.
Yeah, and I run with Ultra shoes. Definitely, it's good because it's the way you mechanically are supposed to move. So yeah, definitely good.
Yeah.
Why do you supplement with anything if you believe that eating natural is nurturing you? The Christ is God. Well, that's a good question, and that's a good question for a video. But just quickly, it's complex. It's complex. B12, for example, if we were living out in a natural way, we would be exposed to more B12 than we are living the lives we're living now. If we were living in the tropics like we're supposed to, we'd get more vitamin D, but we're not in tropics. We're here in Norway. So I'm not living perfect, natural, ideal life. That would be in the tropics, out in more in touch with nature. So because of those things, supplementation might be needed.
Amani Andrus asks, have you ever tried rose apples? If you have, are they any good? We have tried them, and every single one I've ever tried has been like eating water.
Yeah, horrible, boring fruit.
I can imagine that they can be good.
Probably.
If they're pretty ripe and they're sweet, and I'm sure they can be good. I've had many fruits that I thought were crap, but really good when they're...
John Tyro asks, oranges and lemons without seeds, maybe GMO, your opinion? No, it's not GMO, I think. Seedlessness is just something you can cultivate in a fruit, and it's a completely natural process where it comes about. I don't think it's GMO.
Iker asks, what do you think about organic fruits? Organic is always best, but don't be fooled by conventional organic stuff in the supermarket, because it might not be. It might be.
Well, the point is organic. When you say organic is best, you're talking about actually unsprayed natural foods. But organic food is pretty much pointless, like, because it's just
not necessarily. It depends
on the specific fruit. Yeah, but it's sprayed as well. I look up Andrew Perlot's videos on organic.
Yeah.
Do you believe in the Anunnaki?
We have books.
The Anunnaki. Yeah, I haven't read these actually, but I mean, I've read some of it.
Yeah,
I like the idea of it. I find it fascinating that Anunnaki, that idea. Matt Jordan asks that question. Yeah. B12 supplement is just as unnatural as eating meat. Well, natural is a word that is not easy to define always. Vegan Roma, best and cheapest country for fruits. Thailand. Costa Rica.
Depending on where you are.
Lots of places, but best and cheapest, I would say Thailand.
Sean McGowan, do you ever experience detox symptoms from a fruit diet? No. I don't think I've ever really.
I mean, in the beginning,
we felt great.
Yeah, we had lots of times where we talked about detox symptoms, though, and healing crisis is going on for weeks for me, and
yeah,
it's possible. Yeah, it can happen. It can happen. Do you think the tropics is utopia, and if so, why would we stray from there? No, I don't think so, actually, Ben. I think the tropics is our ideal climate, our original climate where we've adapted to. But personally, I love Norway, for example. For me, this is almost utopia, just except for the climate.
Yeah.
So it's all relative.
Morten Gisle Johnsen asks, that's our father. What's your favorite Norwegian food? Please describe it.
Oh.
That's a, yeah, which...
That would have to be strawberries.
I would say raspberries.
Raspberries, yeah. You know, some of the best Norwegian fruits are berries.
Yeah.
So I would say, yeah, you say raspberries?
We have had some damn good pumpkins, though.
Yeah, that's true. What about you, Dad? Which Norwegian food is best, do you think? Question thyself, my brothers. Hey, man, thanks for all the cool comments on the latest videos. Your thoughts on the pineal gland. Healthy endocrine system is important, and the pineal gland is essential, has a lot of important functions in the body, of course, and I'm sure you know. Yeah, it's just like anything else. Overall good health is important. I'm sure there's a lot to say about that topic that I'm not really into now. Morten Gisle Johnsen, our dad, again says strawberries. Yeah, and I think I heard Åby is starting the season around the beginning of July. We can start picking our own strawberries, so we should do that. Jenny says raspberries. Ever read Arnold Ehret? Yes, I just said I have.
Stephen Weir, what's your biggest meal in the day? I would say dinner meal, because that's when I eat a big amount and I can sit down. I don't like having a large amount of food in my stomach when I run around and exercise and stuff during the day.
No. Nickelodeon says you should make live Q&As more often. Well, as I said, we do make live Q&As every month on our Patreon page. So if you want to join us there and see these live things every single month and get your questions answered in a specific video for you, etc., you should check out patreon.com and Sweet Natural Living on there.
It is very cool. It's like an insider's club. It really is. Juan Cudero, what do you think about rice? It's really tasty, but it does have some problems with it. You've experienced some issues as well.
Yeah, lectins and stuff like that. Heavy to digest. It's more starchy and less sugar. I'd say if you're eating cooked foods, focus more on the roots and tubers. Ideally, just the sweet potatoes and pumpkins and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Matt says he's been fruitarian for 6 months. Really improved health. Want to do a grape fast and take it to the next level. Any experience? I don't have any experience with it. I don't think it's necessarily though to do that. I think. But if you're inspired about it, maybe, go ahead with it. Just make sure you eat enough calories and make sure the grapes are good quality.
Susbot, which form of B12 do you recommend? Hydroxycobalamin or methylcobalamin? We eat methylcobalamin.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't know. That's what I heard. Methylcobalamin being the best, but.
Elena Kostadinova asks, we're a family of 4, kids 3 and 5, are transitioning to raw vegan. What do you think of raising kids on a raw vegan diet? I think that's an excellent thing to do. All kids should be raised on a raw vegan diet because it's our natural diet as humans.
Yeah.
I recommend looking up, what's her name? Karen Ramsey, I think. She's a woman that specializes in talking about raw food nutrition for kids. Karen Ramsey with like a Z, Ramsey. Write that down. Karen Ramsey, she talks about that for kids. And Doug Graham too, he talks about it a lot too. So read the 8-10-10 diet, my recommendation. Hello from Russia.
I want to try to pronounce your name. I want you to say if it's right or not. Bunkotop Hobnewbob.
That's horrible.
Probably very.
Opinion on blueberries. They're tasty. They're super expensive. They're not our natural food. They evolved way outside of our natural climate. I don't eat them that much.
His name is Viktor Novikov. Well, that's, yeah, the Russian language is kind of difficult.
Best methods to reduce stress? Well, you got to avoid putting yourself in excessively stressful situations, and then you got to recover from it with good sleep, eat a proper diet with enough carbohydrate, stay hydrated, and chill out.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay for me to go on a fruitarian diet if I'm only 12 years old? Kirill wants to know. Absolutely, it is. You should go on a fruitarian diet on any age, but of course, watch our videos, read the 8-10-10 diet. I really recommend you do that.
And also make sure you eat quality fruit. It's the best advice I can give. Quality fruit.
Quality fruit. And go to our website, sweetnaturalliving.com, where you can download a free ebook about how to get started on a raw vegan diet. Read up on that. Yeah. And talk to your parents about it. What do you think about pasteurized orange juice? This is healthy to drink every day. It's not as healthy as fresh orange juice. It's not as optimal as papayas and mangoes, maybe. But if you want to drink it every day, I don't see a problem with that. I mean, no big deal.
Rusov van Rooyen asks tooth care advice. Brush your teeth. I use toothpaste for abrasive reasons without fluoride. I do it twice a day, and I also floss. That's my experience. That works. When I did not do that, the teeth went to hell. Yeah, I don't know why.
This is kind of off. Dallas Med asks, this is off topic, but what was your favorite food when you were not on a diet? Well, I'm not on a diet per se, in the sense that I'm not really restricting what I want to eat. I actually eat whatever I want. That just happened to be fruit, and I've found that that's what gives me the best health and makes me feel the best. So I want to eat fruit. So I'm not on a diet in that sense, but I know what you mean. I would say pizza. Pizza and pasta was probably my favorite.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza.
And every now and then, I might even have a pizza nowadays. So it's just I feel like it, and if I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of health just to taste something else, whatever. Mm-hmm. Do you have any pets? Harvey asks. No, we don't have any pets. I don't really support the idea of having pets. I feel like it's not really ethical thing to do, to restrict an animal's living situation like that. So I'm not really into that. Vegan Remy, what's the longest you guys have stayed raw? I can't seem to get past 3 months. Probably 2 years or
no, more than that.
3?
4?
No, not 4. I think 3.5 or something like that. Mm-hmm. Let's say 2 to 4 years, something in between there, 3 to 4. It was easy, not really an effort at all. It was just we were digging it, and we were having the excellent fruit because we were out traveling. It's really after we're staying more in Norway that we come to the situation where we rely more on some cooked items.
Don Quixote asks, I'm 64 and hard to lose belly fat. Any suggestions? There's only one way to lose fat, only one way, and that is by under-eating on total calories of the day. Track everything you eat and make sure you eat less than what you need. Calculate how much you need by tracking all your activity and everything.
Count calories, basically. That's the easiest way, but that's another way to do it would also be just eat more fruit. Eat a fruit-based diet, and you'll likely end up under-eating unless you really focus on getting enough calories. You can contact me for a coaching if you're interested in working out some details. But just to say, just don't under-eat too much. Under-eat like 200 calories a day, just 200, and make it a long-term thing, several years.
Well, it depends on how big you are.
Yeah. What foods keep you satisfied for a long period of time? When I eat mainly fruit, my stomach is hungry within a short period of time. Scent 50. Yeah. Yes, you got to eat more calorie-dense foods, like bananas, for example. That's why I wrote the Little Banana book, because it's all about why bananas should be your staple. They're more calorie-dense, they're more satisfying, and easier to fill up on.
We had this kind of revelation once where we realized that when we had bananas for breakfast, we felt so strong and powerful. And when we ate lower calorie fruits that weren't necessarily giving us all we needed, we didn't have that oomph.
That's true. The banana power. I have IBS, so I can't eat fruit. How can I do? Says Hari Bans Singh. If you have IBS, you should definitely eat fruit. But what causes you problems is probably if you're eating unripe fruit and sour fruit, acid fruit, that sort of thing. So make sure you eat ripe bananas. For example, try 1 week of nothing but ripe bananas. Just try it. Ripe bananas. Maybe even if you find ripe mangoes, you can try that. But just try ripe bananas. Sorry, and your IBS will definitely get better. You want to avoid things with like coarse fiber. You want to avoid grains. You want to avoid legumes. You want to avoid animal products. Keep it high in carbohydrate, low in fat, and high in the ripe fruit.
Dallas Med 65. What country do you want to visit soon? I think on our radar next would be maybe what's it called? Middle America islands.
Caribbean.
The Caribbean.
Yeah, the Caribbean.
We have some islands there.
Martinique, Guadeloupe, maybe Costa Rica again, maybe America. Combing hair, is it healthy? Anonymous. If you want to comb your hair, go ahead.
Yeah.
I just don't bother, and dreads up, and yeah.
I need to comb my hair, but it's been like 3 months and it just gets worse.
Yeah. Felix asks, a friend raised a question about diabetes. Too much sugar. Your thoughts? Just tell your friend to that the problem with diabetes is not the sugar, it's the fat. And when you reduce the fat intake in the diet, your insulin works better and the blood sugar stays stable.
Soyan Melon asks, any thoughts on chronic dark circles under your eyes? I'm in vegan for 2.5 years, 95% fruits. I mean, if you sleep enough, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. You should sleep enough. Also iron deficiencies.
Yeah, and adrenal fatigue probably is the case. Yeah. And stress. You want to stress. So sleep enough, like you said, and eat a high carbohydrate diet. So you're getting enough carbohydrate from sweet fruits. Erik Soltvedt from Norway. Want to go vegetarian, ultimately raw vegan, struggle with allergies. Well, avoid those fruits that cause you problems and find those fruits that work. And make sure those fruit that you are eating are ripe. Fully ripe. So in Norway, my diet right now is just bananas for breakfast, bananas for lunch, and sweet potatoes for dinner. That's pretty much it. So try that. Make sure the bananas are ripe. I think I would love to just keep answering questions because this is so much fun.
We just had 420 playbacks.
Nice. But it's coming to an end. I feel like we got to cut it now.
That was a lot of answers.
That was a lot of answers.
That was fun.
I just want to answer all the questions.
But again, go to patreon.com/sweetnaturalliving and support us, and you can do this every month.
Yeah.
So join us.
Basically, for $3 a month, you can actually get access to Patreon, and we'll make a video answering a question every month. And if you want to join the live hangout like this that we do every month, you pay $5. And it supports us to be able to continue this awesome project. And just want to say to all of you guys in this chat and who joined us today, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. This is so much fun. This is our community we've created together, and you're part of it. And we wouldn't be able to do this without you. So the fact that you're here now, just know that we've seen your name in the comments. Maybe we haven't answered your question or given you a shout out, but we see you. You're there. I noticed the picture, your profile picture. I might have, sometimes I see them in the comment sections.
You all affect our lives.
You all affect our lives. Yeah. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. We are about to go make dinner now.
Yeah.
It's going to be sweet potatoes,
broccoli,
and cauliflower.
Yeah, and Hokkaido pumpkins.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a beautiful day in Norway, one of the best summer days. So yeah, we're really happy.
All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Join us in Patreon.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was fun.
Okay, we're logging out.
And goodbye.